everybody, and welcome. Today we've got the Shapeshifters Cup, I think it's called, that I've seen a lot of people talking about, saying that it is outrageously difficult, so that's going to be fun. And then, well, I don't know exactly what order. The plan is to play a little bit of that and maybe do a little bit of champs as well. So let's have a little look at exactly what this cup requires, because I have not had a look at it at all. But I hope everyone is doing very, very well. Hope that you've had a fantastic weekend. Anyone get up to anything of interest or note? I'm always interested to hear. So what is this called? The EVO Elite League. Play in the EVO Elite League and complete the objective to win exclusive rewards. And the final reward is Abdi Pele, I believe. Yeah. A 95 striker, Abedi Pele. Double 5-star. Some nice stats, although he does have 90 composure on a 95 rated shapeshifter hero in the middle of June, but EA for you, I guess. Let's have a look then. What are the requirements for this cup? Play online. Where are we going? EVO Elite League. Max 94. You need a minimum of... Oh, wow. Okay, so it's a full EVO team. Sure. A full EVO team. With obviously just a random goalie. So 24 you need... Wait. You need 16 wins out of 24 games to get the full set of rewards? Okay. Interesting. Hope all is well. Hope you've had a good start to your week. I have had a fantastic weekend, and the start of the week has also been pretty damn good. Brian, hello. Salah, hello. George, haven't seen you in ages. Well, welcome back, sir. I hope that things are going well for you. Any EVO players? Minimum 10. How do we not have 10? Because Riyadh isn't an EVO. So we're going to have to put in Abdul. KDH isn't an EVO, so... Kante? And then, sadly, even though Vardy is an EVO, he's 95 rated, so he cannot go in this team. So we have to make a decision here. Do we use Daka? Do we use Iheanacho? I have no idea. I don't actually know if I've played with either of these cards after evoing them. And Daka's double 5. He's got 84 composure. Dear God. Can any of these guys play up front? You can't. You can't. Neither can you. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Ash, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good luck with the games. Recently, the gameplay's been the worst it's ever been. Yep, I thought that in the last cup that we had. And so I'm expecting it to be absolutely dreadful today as well. New hairstyle, I see. Well, sort of new. It's more just... I haven't cut it in God knows how long, so it's outrageously long, basically. However, I said that I was going to let it grow until it got to a point where I thought, nah, don't really mess with this anymore. We may have got to that stage, so it may be going. I don't mind it when it's like got a thing in, but the fact that I have to have a thing in for it to not be annoying and in my face constantly is it's frustrating. So I think we may have hit that time. Right, who else have I got? I do have I do have an EVO version of Jamie. However, it's very old and it's not good. We got Buonanotte. We got Mavididi. I do have Edward as well. Doesn't have anything good though. Can Casey play up front? No. However, he might be useful to get the rating down. So, oh god, okay, I need to figure out what I want to do. What team is that? Leicester. Yes. This is a Leicester past and present. And that is who I support, to answer that question as well. So... Let me very quickly do this, actually, as well, because this didn't work last time in my multi-chats. We're trying out, again, dual streaming, horizontal and vertical on YouTube. So if you prefer watching it on your phone on just a vertical stream, then you can do that as well. I just need to make sure... Okay, so that the vertical and horizontal chat and Twitch are coming through to the multi-stream today. TikTok isn't. Sure. Okay. But nice team. Cheers. I appreciate it. Afternoon from Spain. Hell yeah. Hopefully you're having a lovely, lovely time. I think it's going to have to be Daka here. And then we need to... What do I need to do? Oh, we need to take out our 95 rated. So in theory, I could just bring on Kane, Lineker, Perez as my striker, rather than actually using Daka here. That's a possibility. Okay. I need to also... What rating is Team of the Season De Gea? Not Prem. Oh my god. Okay, right, we can use him. To me, he is the best keeper in the game. So, we're going to use him. Having a great time assembling some furniture while watching the stream. Hey, sounds good to me. I've been having a nice chill day today. Playing a bit of guitar, sorting some stuff out. Trying to organise some more golf stuff. And yeah, it's been solid. I can't lie. But we've just come off a busy weekend, mainly Friday, where I went to Downloads to go and see Green Day. And my god, they were phenomenal. Wraith, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the streams, videos and shorts. How am I? Very good, Bailey. Van der Sar did not play for Leicester. However, because goalkeeper evolutions do not exist on this game, would it be better to put Kelechi up front? Oh, he's got a 3-star weak foot. He does have decent play styles, though. Does Daka have? I mean, finesse is... He is double 5, though. Can anyone let me know, what's the game mode for this cup? Is it just classic, standard match? This is the EVO Elite Cup or whatever it is that we got the objectives for. It's just normal. Okay. There is a world where Kelechi might be better. Oh, Will Alves is also double 5. There is a world where he would be better. In a like golden goal mode, I don't think you'd want to risk having a 3-star weak foot, because you might have your one chance to go 1-0 up and then that's it. You've lost out. But I does only get 2 chem, though. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, okay? It'll be fine. Ben, I'm doing well. Have I seen any of the Club World Cup? I've not watched a single minute of it yet, no. Will I? Probably. Haven't played any FIFA, so no idea how sweaty the cup is. Apparently very. Apparently very. Do I think we'll hold on to Bilal? Oh, man. Imagine if we do. He will tear the championship a new one. But he's too good for it. I would be shocked if we could actually hold on to him. But here we go, everybody. We're going to hop into this cup and see how it goes. This does frustrate me a little bit. When you have friendly modes for objectives that are based around using EVOs, but you can't actually EVO your players in the game mode made for EVOs. Come on, EA. Stupid. So we cannot actually progress these up whilst we go through this, which is a bit frustrating. I mean, there's a world where I should start champs and just get these done and then go into it, but let's just play, right? It's not that big a deal. Let's just go for it, shall we? And let me double check that is all good. Yep, we are solid. Harry, hello! Welcome! EVO Elite League, 24 games remaining. Beza, welcome to the stream. Let's do this. Oh, that's what I was going to show you, sorry. So yeah, I had Van der Sar in there because when it came to utilising past and present Leicester goalkeepers, your best one... Oh. Your best one is an 80 rated goal. So instead, I just whack in a really good goalie because otherwise it's just simply not fun. You're just conceding every single shot. So, yeah. And Van der Sar for me is the best, so we're putting him in there. Was there something else I was going to say before we start? Oh, I was going to say, yeah, you may have just seen in the club as well. We have these. It's because I just opened one of like the store packs. So Bastoni I got from my ultimate... Oh, crap. I always forget that exists. My ultimate Team of the Season 3-player pack. I only got 9 wins in the final week. Yet I finally got a couple of okay things. So I got Bastoni in that one. And I got Wirtz in the red picks. So finally, it took until the final week of Team of the Season, but I got one worth over 100,000 coins. So that was pretty good. I also got Tanaka, who I've decided to put in. And then I opened one of the store packs on, was it Friday? Saturday, or maybe Friday night when I got home, and got Royce and Rashford. So they look pretty good. But we're not using them because for the cup, we need EVOs, and this is the EVO squad. Let's go! It is a Leicester past and present with just a good goalie in there. Barton, hello. You did the 1 of 10 encore pick when it was first out. Got Immortals Pele. Yeah, I've not done that. I've seen some people get some... People are basically just hoping for the big Brazilian icons. And a few people are getting that. High CPU usage. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't ruin the stream at all. But we are trying, again, vertical and horizontal streaming. Gary, hello, welcome. Went 16-0 in the cup, easier than squad battles. That's hard to believe. But we'll see. For you now, FC, you'll play every now and again if bored, but probs return when the pre-season stuff comes for the rewards. Yeah, that's fair. This game is absolutely terrible. I'm expecting the gameplay in this cup to be absolutely shambolic in terms of like delay and just general gameplay, because that is what this game is now. I mean, it's a dreadful start gameplay-wise, with passes going to the wrong players, a through ball being completely ignored, and then going to the complete wrong player when it did work. Terrible start. We'll get a record on the screen as well. This person's doing offside traps in the cup. Ugh. Ugh. And now they're pausing. Connor Burrows, 07. So you're what, 18 years old? Fair enough. First shot, first goal, conceded. Good start. Might have answered this already, but 500k for a striker Evo seems crazy since it's the same price as the paid pass. Yep. Ridiculously expensive Evos are exactly that. Ridiculous. Which is why I don't do most of them. I rarely do paid Evos. Like, well, I do paid Evos that are like 50k or less if they can give me a decent boost on a Leicester card. But higher than that, it's rare. It is rare. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh. I mean, it kind of defeats the whole... Right. So is this what everyone is doing in this cup? Is everyone just subbing on like Omri and Hullet? Because if so, I honestly don't know if I want to play it. I completely forgot that that's all that people are going to do. The whole point of an Evo Cup, where you can then just sub on non-Evos immediately, is surely just a bit stupid. I mean, we're up against a Sweat Lord, which also is not ideal. Neither is that ridiculous noise coming from outside. Hopefully you can't really hear that because of the gain I've got on the mic. If you can, we'll try and fix it. But yeah, this is going to be a horrible experience. We're not even half of our first game into this cup, and I already hate it. Like, look at the way that this guy is playing. They think they're a pro player, and they're bringing on all of their non-Evos. Ugh! I don't like it. Go on, Kelechi! Oh, it just has to go in. Maybe there's a world where that's the solution to my striker problem. I just sub on and on Evo. And I didn't even think about that. You wouldn't bother with the cup? I don't blame anyone that doesn't. I mean, the gameplay in these kind of friendly modes is genuinely the worst. For me, the previous... I mean... I can't compete with these cards. I just can't. Do cosmetic Evos count? Is that a thing? Or is that someone that actually Evo'd up like his flashback? Oh, Kelechi! Cosmetics count. That's so stupid. Oh, so everyone's just going to whack cosmetics on their best players. It's not an Evo, is it? You've changed the card design. Oh, that's so dumb. Okay, Oscar, thank you very much for subbing. Hopefully you enjoy the stream shorts and videos. Amarim, thank you for following on Twitch as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, Royce looks amazing. As does Rashford, to be fair. Looks like I got a little bit fortunate with those first few shapeshifter pulls. But yeah, this seems pretty stupid. But that does actually make sense as to why Kane was on my bench, doesn't it? So maybe we mark the return of Gary. Let's do it. But, oh, man. That's a bit of a letdown, I'm not going to lie. I was excited to potentially see some cool and different EVOs in this cup. Like, people rocking up with, I don't know, a past and present Scunthorpe team. But no, it's just going to be whatever EVOs you've got and then sub on the non-EVOs, or whack the cosmetic EVOs on your best cards. Ugh. Well, my excitement for this cup. I thought, you know what, we'll hop onto this today. This looks quite cool. We can use the full Leicester squad. Yeah, my excitement has dissipated immediately. Haven't even bought the new... You haven't even bought the new one, the new EAFC 25. You only do squad battles for cards or play Volta or a bit of career mode. What do you mean? So... As in you've not bought 25, but then you say you played 25 squad battles? I don't understand what you mean. Oh, I think the biggest mistake I made was having faith that EO would make a fun, cool EVO game mode. I give them too much credit. Oh. There's plenty out there that criticize people. Oh. How did that nearly work? Oh my god, that touch was dreadful. Oh, and then I've missed the ball somehow there. Seems a bit stupid. Go, Bilal! Why didn't he shoot when I pressed the button? Oh, this game is so stupid. I just wanted him to try and curl it top bins, but instead he ignored that part. You haven't bought this game. Right. Fair enough. Honestly, you've missed out on my least favourite video game of all time. So you made a good decision. It is now on Game Pass, but don't do it. Do not install this game. If you haven't already bought it, don't even try it for free on Game Pass, unless you only play career mode. Then it might be fine. I honestly don't know. It might be. But for Ultimate Team, don't waste your time. It's a rip-off and it's free. I mean, dear God, what have I come up against in this first game? Just a FUT Champs Mega Sweat. It's enjoyable, isn't it? That's why I don't play this game. Hup. Bilal! Oh, somehow he saved it like that, but there we go, sure. There's plenty out there that criticise people for not having the unique EVO teams, yet they are the people who run the popular meta EVOs. Anyone that does that is a moron. That's just being a massive hypocrite. You can't complain about people doing something if you do exactly the same thing. So yeah, anyone that does that is just stupid. How can our preseason be starting so soon and we haven't announced a manager? I don't know why anyone is surprised at this. Like, any Leicester fans that don't know what's going on at this point, I'm really, really shocked. It is as simple as this. The new PSR period starts on the 30th of June. We ain't doing anything until the 30th of June. That's it. Right, we need to try and match other people then by just not using our actual EVOs and just using normal cards. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think that that would be a thing. I mean, Lookman's past and present, so he'd still feel right to be able to use in the team. Let's do it. Let's put Lookman on the bench. Oh, but then we do have this El Shaarawy. Oh, I really want to use him as well. Let's put El Shaarawy in there. What's this about Bale with Plymouth? Bale may be joining up with like a US-based firm to buy Plymouth or buy a big stake in Plymouth. Connor, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to say GG because you have the Hullet. And that's #1 meta sweaty rule. Unfortunately. You may be a lovely person, but it's the rules of this game. Anyone that has Hullet or Omri, automatically a champ sweat. Ah, dearie me. How was Friday? Green Day are one of the best bands I've ever seen live. They, if not the best, like they were phenomenal. Absolutely incredible, and the fact that I got so close. Oh, my own player's tackling me. Oh, this is terrible. What a horrible gaming experience this is. What an enjoyable goal to concede. Right, let's try out El Shaarawy then, shall we? Come on! Is it a throwback to his FIFA 12 card? Let's find out. Okay, this Barnes feels absolutely dreadful. Olin, it's just an amazing game. Holy crap, Barnes. Why are you so bad? Okay, that's not what I meant to do. To those that warned me about the gameplay in this cup, you weren't wrong. This is exactly like that previous cup where it feels like half the servers have been turned off or something. The delay's on another level to champs, which is normally bad. Oh. Do I still do this full time? Sadly, yes. I hate this game, and I wish that every single person that watched me play it would watch me play anything else. If in a split second I could switch to streaming a different game, I would do it. If I could switch in a second to doing my football channel and football content full time rather than this, I would do it immediately. As I said a minute ago, this is my least enjoyed game of all time. Do I think that there's any world where 26 will be good? There's a tiny, tiny possibility, but I highly doubt it. And you just combine everything, really, like viewership decline for everybody across the board. Oh, wow. General interest in the game declined. The game feeling so repetitive in basically every aspect. the rewards of the game not being rewarding, the dreadful button lag and input delay, the just general nonsense that you experience in gameplay, basically every single match. It's just not enjoyable in basically any way. So I've said it. I said it a few days ago that if FC 26 is not amazing, like absolutely amazing, and or doesn't completely like blow up on my channel in terms of views or something, it will be my last one. I'm giving him one last go. And then I'm out. Because I just can't put myself through the frustration and lack of enjoyment year after year after year. I would rather switch what I mean, what on earth am I looking at? I would rather switch what I do than put myself through it for more years to come. So, yeah. I mean... we're losing by 2 goals, and they've scored 2 goals in that exact fashion. So, plans after if it's bad? Don't know, don't care. Anything. The dream scenario is that I could build up my football content to the point where I could do that. Whether it would be able to be built up enough to do it full time, I don't know. But I would, if FC 26 is like this game, I would happily give up content creation full time to stop playing this game. For me, this year it's that bad. Which is such a massive shame that something that has been a part of my life since I can remember. Am I playing? I don't even know what that question means. Crap. No! I feel like I should have been able to get that there. Yeah, a game series that has been a part of my life for like 25 years, finally pushing me to the point where I've had enough. It's a sad day. Well, it's not a sad day because it's not happened yet, but within the next 12 months, there is a very strong possibility that that day finally comes. And that is sad. Because you hope with these things that it never does. But for me, the past... I think the best way to explain it as well is it's not actually specifically to do with this game. FC 24 is the only game out of the last 5 that I haven't really disliked. That's the problem. If this was a one-off dreadful game, you'd be like, oh well, okay, sure, this one was a bit crap, but maybe the next one they'll be back to normal and it'll be good. But no. 21, 22, 23, 25. All horrible. At least the cup isn't golden goal. It's true, but it's yet another... It's another cup where they've made it limited games, so it's massively sweaty. How can 15 games over 4 or 5 days feel longer than 40 over 2? Mad, isn't it? Zach, thank you very much for the continued membership on YouTube. Very much appreciate it. This, like, 94 rated Harvey Barnes is absolute garbage. The guy can't control a ball. It's crazy. Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, basically everybody in this gameplay feels like a bronze, but he specifically is standing out as one that is... He's walked through me. What you want about? Just joined. The fact that if the next game is... FC 26 has to be one of two things for me to continue playing this game series. Either it has to, wow, absolutely blow up on like my channel or whatever, and platforms, and give me crazy amount of views and therefore a big increase in income, or I need to absolutely love it. And if neither of those things happen, I'm done. Would I then give it another go in a few years? Probably, like casually. But if 26 is in any way similar to 25, that's going to be my final one. And it will be the first time that I've not got, like, whenever 27 comes out, that would be the first one that I've not got since FIFA 99. House update. Have you spoke to the girlfriend and family about it? I'm not entirely sure what you mean in terms of spoken to them about it. There is no update, as it stands. Brennan, hello! I'm doing good, thank you. Hopefully you are too. Surely there's going to be some point where we all get fed up and the game will die so fast. Is that not this year? It feels like this is the year for so many people that is the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, my player's just fallen over. It feels like this is the year where so many people have finally said that they've had enough. As I said, for me, I give it one more year. Oh my god. Does he not have Finesse Plus? I mean, I oranged it, but still. I thought he had... Oh no, he doesn't. Christ, okay. Well, I misjudged that. This game is the worst one you've played. Yep. What's he doing? It is like an addiction for some people. Like, two of my mates, all they ever do is moan about the game, year after year. And every time I ask them, why are you buying it? And they say, oh, because it's FIFA. You've got to. No, you don't. If you don't like the game and it makes you annoyed, don't get the next one. Christ. Jake, hopefully you're doing well. Got 7 wins rushing your weekend league. Got red on Mbappe. Usually get 11 and nothing. Yeah, I got 9 wins, which is my lowest throughout team of the season. And I got Verts, which is my best red this year. So, turns out if you do worse than normal, you potentially get rewarded better than normal. Are you copying me? Some people do that. There isn't a football game that competes and could keep you entertained, but this one doesn't keep people entertained. That's the point. It doesn't matter whether there are any other good football games out there, right? If this one isn't enjoyable, don't play it. GG! You think it's the last dance for a lot of content creators with GTA, etc. coming? Yep. About hence like you have to change that. Oh, I've talked about that for years. So yeah. That's fine. Somehow enjoyed and played this FIFA the most. Fair enough. There are some people out there that won't experience the like button delay and stuff that I do. Somehow. I'm so jealous of those people. Although, to be fair, I was potentially that person last year. I didn't get delay last year, which is why FC24, out of the last 5 games, including this one, is the only one that I've actually enjoyed. Because I didn't get delay. Whereas, this year for me, this is the worst that it's ever been. You reckon Steffi going? I really hope not. I really, really hope not. The fact that he didn't get played more this season just gone is criminal, by the way. Absolute baller. But because he attempts to beat a man and sometimes is unsuccessful, people don't like it. It's outrageous. Oh, excuse me. You meaning if there's not that other football game, then this is what would be it? He hasn't made any subs, apparently. Oh, so he just well, it's even worse then. I don't think they'll still be in the stream. It's even worse. He started with Hullet. Which means he's EVO'd Hullet. He's not just done the SBC, he's EVO'd him. It's even worse. At least if it wasn't EVO'd, you'd just be bringing him on as a sub. You say, Rude in! I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't hate it. At this stage, I don't think it really matters who we get, because everything's just a shambles. So, why not just stick with what you've got? What else are you going to do? Bring in Deitch? Not even seeing people grind the menus like pie, that's how you know it's far gone. Yep, because it's not enjoyable to grind the menus either. Senior man up top. Yeah, he's terrible. Well, he's not terrible, but you can't be having a 3-star week at this point. I don't know. I should just start Daka over him, but and then sub on. I mean, I could just... Oh, no, because he's not an Evo. Otherwise, we could just start Luckman. Elsha's in here, by the way. Obviously, he's never played for Leicester, but if I want to bring on a striker that's actually good, then I wanted to try out this new card. So, that's why he's in there. Do you think certain people get delay and some don't? Yes. Absolutely. Which is mental, because how does that even work? But it is a thing, because last year some people were having delay, and as I say, I didn't. Which was the first time since FIFA 20 that I wasn't getting delay, and so I enjoyed FC24. There are people that play this game that do not get delay. How? Tell me your secrets, please. Because this game without delay, it would still have problems, but it would be so much more enjoyable. But it has the worst delay that I've ever experienced, and it's my least favourite game of all time, partially because of that. So there you go. But if you want another football game, you've got eFootball. However, you've also got... coming out... Wednesday?
People always eat
Where am I looking? Is it on here?
People always eat junk, especially when they're funk and drunk. People always eat
Maybe it's not on here.
People always eat junk, especially when they're funk and drunk.
Where am I going? Here. It is a Leicester past and present, yeah. We'll get to that in a sec. Coming to Game Pass. Why is it not there anymore? Why is it not there? Oh. Is it not coming to Game Pass? Even though it said it was. This comes out very soon. Which, I don't really know how to describe this. Because if you previously said that, like, Rocket League was football but with cars, this is like Rocket League but with people instead of cars. And they've had betas and stuff that have been on recently. I've not actually managed to play any of them. But it 100% was supposed to be coming to Game Pass, but all of a sudden I don't see that as a thing. But yeah, so hey, this could get your football fix. This will probably be significantly more enjoyable than playing FC 25. So there you go. There's one that's on the way for you. Grassroots Vardy. Grassroots Vardy is not an Evo. You need 10 Evos to play this cup. I have a 95 Vardy, but I don't have... I do also have another Evo of Vardy, but it's an old one that is just not good. Attempts to beat a man, then gets ridiculed for it, and Rude starts Thomas Room instead. Yeah, exactly. People think we're going straight back up are so deluded. Yeah, I don't think we will. Is this a glorious mythical pull of a Leicester past and present? Mm-hmm. It is. Used to be on the streams years ago. Name was Bree Futties. I do remember that name. Absolutely. How you doing? Holy moly. Hamza Chowdhury the GOAT. No, Hamza's a terrible human being. He's also not an incredible footballer. However, his card in this game is pretty decent. But yeah, he's just a bit of a tool. Feel sorry for any club paying Iheanacho's wages. Apparently he's not been good for Borough this season. You say that until you play ranked. Yeah, but I just won't. That's the genius of those kind of games. If you want to play a sweaty version of it, like Rocket League, you can play the ranked modes. If not, you just play the social ones, casual ones. It's great. You love the team? Hell yeah, new fixtures out Wednesday. I don't care about them. Next week. Those are the fixtures I care about. What's the Funko Pop game like? I've actually not played any of it. My girlfriend's played an hour of it and enjoyed it. Don't hold out hope for the next FC. We'll be sad to see you have to do that. I've been around since FIFA 13. Not so much anymore for the same reason you don't want to play it. Exactly. It would be. But as I say, the push for football content is something that I would absolutely do before stopping this crap. Went 7-0 to 7-4, clutched up to 11-4, Pat Lukaku, Mamadashvili. Apparently that card is ridiculous. Bellingham top sell the tradable one. Nice! Beta did look fun. Yeah, Bournemouth have been decimated. Have a 94 El Canoes. Can you see mine? Sure. This is what it's ending as. 55. Cam centre mid left wing. Pretty nice stats. 99 stamina. Nice playstyle pluses as well. And everything other than half winger plus for Cam. So pretty good. Pretty good. Can't lie. Ben, what's your name? You might do. There's a good chance. Why is it off Game Pass? Yeah, I don't know. Because it was there. I swear I had it like pre-installed as well. That's why I was looking for it down here. But it's no longer there? Have they like broken something? How can you pre-download GTA Online? How does that work? What? But yeah, see, look, it says Game Pass there. Maybe we have to go to the base edition and then... No. What have you done? Something's been messed up here, because I thought I also had it, as I say, pre-downloaded. The like 300 meg pre-downloads that you do for these games, so maybe they've slightly messed something up and it's disappeared off of Game Pass, but hey, we still got a few days until it comes out. It's Thursday that it comes out. Let me quickly go this way. I know this is not what people have tuned in for, but sorry, but it is what it is. See, look, again. Recently added. So it's not in recently added, but then it's also not in here either. What have they done? Because that's exactly what I want to play in the next few days. As soon as that comes out, I want to try it out. Well, we'll see what happens with that. Not a good footballer. We win some games because of Hamza. Hamza is... Okay, Hamza's not a Premier League footballer. That's what I'll say then. I thought you'd remember all good. Good to see you come far and last to do the opposite. Oi. How dare you. Remember the Team of the Season FIFA 20 game shares and Xbox random streaming app. Mixer? Right? Iheanacho, possibly the worst player you've ever seen in a Borough shirt. Christ. EVO Cup is 22 games. 24 games. I have 22 left. You need to win 16 out of 24. I'm currently 1-1, so that's good. What are my biggest hopes or changes for FC 26? Honestly, I don't care. Good servers. That's all I ever care about with this game. A game that doesn't have any button delay. That's it. Everything else comes secondary to that. Because you could make the most incredible FIFA or FC game. Amazing menu grinds, cool promos and stuff like that. But then the game has button delay and everything else is completely irrelevant and pointless. It's still on yours. Bizarre. Yeah, I've seen the alters exist, but I don't know anything about it. We need the guy who's rich to give the long-awaited dono. Jay? Yeah, if Jay could just come through with like a 20k dono. That'd be pretty cool. Just sell off one of the properties or something. Go on. Oh, the huge delay. The scenes. Look at these incredible runs. That's not what I pressed, Kelechi. And that's why we're going to bin you off for El Shaarawy, that famous Leicester past and present player. Definitely not just for the FIFA 12 nostalgia of when I actually loved this game. Hamza Chowdhury has just let the ball go past him instead of controlling it like a human being would. to be fair, as I said, he is a terrible human being, so maybe that makes sense. It's realistic. Playstyles are a huge problem, yeah. Huge. Go on then, Elsha. I did put the Finesse Plus Evo on Vardy's end of an era, yeah. Looks like it's seen the hype and sold out. Nah, there's no way. I think it's just a bug. You wouldn't do that a couple of days before release. That's a chunk of your player base disappearing overnight. Ooh! Have I tried Rematch? We just talked about it. I'm excited to, but it's disappeared off of coming soon to Game Pass, which is worrying, because it's coming out in a couple of days. Well, supposed to. But I haven't tried any of the betas, but it looks awesome. It happens. Games do not... UFL did with the pay to win. That's completely different, though. You don't sign... massive contracts with Xbox and then renege on them 3 days before release. It is on Thursday, so yes, hopefully the menus stop bugging out or whatever is going on with it, and I will be streaming that. I'm very much looking forward to it. Any football game that is not this is surely an improvement. It's crazy how playstyles now more prioritized than stats. Yeah, stats are completely irrelevant, which is mental. Stats and ratings mean nada. Although even playstars don't mean anything when the gameplay feels like this. Like, you can have technical plus on a player, but yet you press the technical dribble button and they feel like a bronze. What's the reward for the cup? If you get 16 wins, oh look, another mega sweat. Then you get an Abdi Pele. I don't know what the overall reward is in terms of the objective, but I'm not getting close to it, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I'll probably end up getting like 10 wins. The last time we had one of these, the gameplay was absolutely diabolical and I struggled massively. It's going to be exactly the same this time. But it's not worth getting annoyed over because it's just garbage. People are using EVOs for the wrong reasons. Yeah. I mean, you're free to choose what you want to use an EVO on. If you just want to choose the most meta players to play champs, then it's not fun, but Tony Hawk will be really good, yeah. Always stuns you with how rich he is. Almost never been a YouTube member or Twitch sub. I don't think he has, no. But he very much is rich. Next year, should you do a Bundesliga to glory or a Munich? Your favourite team, past and present. Past and present. Past and present. Should be a thing where you can't EVO the best players or meta. That doesn't make any sense, though. There will with a game like this, there will always be a meta. The game is not perfectly balanced. Therefore, if EA patch... Oh my god. If EA patch something that is currently the meta, there'll be something new that replaces it within 2 days. That's how these games work. There's never... Since like FIFA 17 and 18, there isn't a world where they make the game well enough so that there isn't just some overwhelmingly broken things that people just do every single match. The fact that they did a patch earlier in the year to stop speed boosts being a thing, but now they're just back is a typical EA thing. That's happened many times over the years, where earlier in the year they've patched something, But then when they just start giving the cards or the crazy stats and stuff like that, that same broken mechanic from earlier in the year just comes back again. Playing a charity football match, asking us to donate. Yep. It's true. So you're saying if people didn't evo the meta players, there'd be something else just as bad? Yes. If people didn't evo... If people didn't do the Hullet SBC and evo him, there'd be a different most broken card. It doesn't matter who or what it is. It will always exist. Because that's just how it works. Again, it's the same with the gameplay. Whether it's Trailblazers, finesses, low drivens, headers, crosses, whatever. EA cannot balance their game well enough so that there isn't something that is... I mean, how is that not a foul, man? And we... Ooh, I thought we'd lost because of it. They can't make their game well enough for there to not be broken things. The more and more things that they add to the game, the more possibilities of broken things. So the more skill moves they add in, the more, I don't know, like button combinations for like different types of passes, different types of dribbles, like technical, like speed boosts and stuff like that. The more and more and more and more and more mechanics that they add to the game, sadly, because of the way that they make their games, the more likely there is to be something completely and utterly broken. And we lose because my player couldn't control the ball properly. That's fun, isn't it? This is just miserable. EA are a dreadful company, but seem to have cracked it with college football and F1, but FC is just crap. That's not correct. F1 has also been in a terrible state for a couple of years. They also screwed up Battlefront massively. People get annoyed at Madden every single year. So yeah, this is going well. Low driven might be the most broken playstyle you've ever seen. That's absolute nonsense. That's absolutely nonsensical. And I'll tell you why in 5 seconds. For low driven to be broken, that means you have to have got to the box to be able to shoot. Can't be the most broken playstyle ever seen. You aren't pinging in a low driven with a right back from 40 yards, are you? Come on now. There'd still be an optimal player regardless of restrictions. The line will be drawn somewhere and someone will be the best choice. Always. Yes. Someone will find it, post it on social media, everyone will rush to do it. Absolutely. If they made a massive gameplay patch tomorrow that completely changed everything, the new meta would be on TikTok by the end of the day. Low drivens are the closest to a guarantee though. Again, also not true, but even if they were, the low driven meta on FIFA 17 and 18 is the best meta of all time. Because what do you mean? How is it a problem that when you are through one-on-one with a goalkeeper, you have a great chance to score? How is that problematic? It's realistic in a game that has no realism. Yet Trailblazers being pinged from 30 yards from people with 56 shooting. Green time finessing it from 35 yards from outrageous angles. That's fine. But because low driven finishes when you've got into the box are consistent, that's a problem. Come on. A low-driven meta means that the game is good. Because it means that you can't just rely on absolutely broken shooting mechanics to score from anywhere with anyone. Oh my god, my luck in this is absolutely insane. Too much RB dribbling. That was meta last year. Not as much this year. They toned down... Oh, this game is going to be the death of me. Delay is just impossible to play in. Why are the friendly modes so bad for it? Happened with the previous cup. It's bad enough in champs. How is it even worse in this? Name a player for an edit. Gary Taylor Fletcher. Specifically at Leicester. How is that a foul? What? Just came and got the ball. Low driven to being scored outside the box mostly every time. What are you playing? What are you on about? That's not a thing. No record on screen. Of course there's not. It's the cup, where I'm not going to get the 16 wins. I'll probably get 10. I'll probably go 10 and 14 in this cup. Not making an edit. Then what a pointless question to ask. What a waste of time for everybody involved. Oh. The AI sprinted back. Tackled me. Ugh. Love to see 2K, someone like that, try and make the game. Well, they're most likely partnering with FIFA to make 2K FIFA. But I don't think that comes out till 2027. If that is what is going to be the partnership, that's when I imagine it will happen. Ricky P is a bit of an issue here as well, not gonna lie. I mean, there's a world where we could put Bilal there for this game, put Lookman there and Elsha up front. I don't know. It is a Leicester past and present, yeah. Which slightly hinders me when I'm coming up against evoed versions of Hullet, Rafa Leao, Omri, and all of this nonsense. And I've just sat here with Woyo Koulibaly at fullback. But hey, that's what you get for not doing the most meta. That's not a foul, by the way. Yet me perfectly tackling earlier was. I hate this game. It's just like no redeeming qualities to it at all, is there? Oops. It's just horrible. Get me into the next one. Should all have a revolt and not buy anything in their game. Then they go broke and we may get someone else making a football game. We're already getting the second part. But that is the only way that you will make a difference. By not spending any money on it. But people do all the time. All for low driven being OP as if you've been outplayed to give someone a 1v1 from 5 yards out. They deserve the goal, exactly. Astro, that's not ideal. I have that same problem with my Elite controller. I still haven't tried to fix it. Can be very frustrating. Did I like UFL? No, UFL was crap. They should have delayed that game by another year before releasing it, but they tried to push it too early, and I think it has cost them catastrophically. Like, people would have actually really given it a good chance of being a competitor to EA if you'd released it when it was ready, but instead you rushed it as quickly as you possibly could out the door, and so now you've lost out on a massive potential player base because your game wasn't ready. Oh, this gameplay. Oh, God. Oh, he's offside. Well, we've conceded about 4 of those, but the one time it bounces to me, he's offside. Bilal! This delay is horrible! We still got a goal out of it, but Christ. It's crazy. Cool concept as well. It was a cool concept, but they then also completely ruined the concept by making it so that you could pay to win when the whole point of the game was play to win. That was their whole marketing. And then they ruined it day one whilst also releasing an unfinished game. So they shot themselves in the foot twice. And I've said many times, oh, for God's sake. How long do you take to shoot, man? Oh my good God. The only way that game ever becomes relevant is if they do a 2.0 launch in a year or two's time when the game is actually ready. That's what they need to do. Whether they will or not, we'll obviously have to wait and see. That's not going to get to him. This is dreadful. Rematches on your Game Pass. Yeah, so it must just be a menu bug. Maybe, like, I checked them as they were updating or something, and so now I'd have to restart the store or something like that in order to get the latest updates. Oh my good God, this is horrible. Do something! Shoot, score, whatever. Just do something. Stop spinning around in circles. Christ's sake. Get off. This is pain. If the UFL gameplay as it is now was released as a beta, it'd still be disappointing and it's a finished game. Yeah. Yeah, they delayed it by a couple of months. Which I called that they would delay it from the feedback that they would get from the beta because it was just dreadful. It played worse than PS2 FIFA games. And so I was like, yeah, what they'll do is they'll market it as, oh, based on player feedback, there's some changes we want to make before we release the game. When in reality, it just isn't ready. So they did exactly that, but then they only pushed it back a couple of months. It genuinely needed a minimum of a year. And yeah, not only that, they then added in the paid elements that they said they weren't going to have as well. So what a way to fumble what was actually a really good opportunity. Because the worst thing is, like, when did that even come out? Like, late last year? Was it now? Or... Okay, De Gea. Or did it end up coming out at the start of this year? I think it was the end of last year, right? The worst part for them is, if they had delayed it until, like, FC 26-ish release, the amount of people that despise this game, you would have had so many people jump on. You could have took that extra few months to polish this. This is such a dreadful experience, by the way. I'm not even going to get 10 wins. Combine the gameplay and my completely underpowered Evo cards compared to these meta ones that everyone's got. This is terrible. Yet another instance of there being game limits in an objective that just make it miserable to play. Surely they need to realise soon that it's not a good idea. When you've already got a mode in Champs that has limited games, that's the most sweaty thing in the game. Surely. I feel like some of these players, though, their positioning is dreadful. Like, maybe I need to at least look at the roles that some of them are set up on. Maybe they're on wrong ones, because the positioning at times is... No, I immediately take that back. After seeing those two first touches from El Shaarawy's Shapeshifter card, and then Ademola Lookman's card that has 99 in every single dribbling stat, it's not a roles problem. Okay, I have not seen De Gea get bullied like this in a single match that I've used him. And we're probably getting close to like 100 games with his cards. He's conceding every single shot. This Hazard is outrageous. I have Harvey Barnes at left wing. Oh, man. Oh, come on, Mbappe. Yeah, I've read that Kanate is really good. But De Gea's amazing. I just don't know what really is going on right now. They got Roberto Carlos as well. What are these cards? Yeah, there are supposed to be game-limited cups coming back into FC 26 as well, which is baffling. Baffling. I can understand the logic for some of the like game-limited cups that they've done in the past. However, to make a game mode based around evolutions and then have it game-limited in terms of what you can get, like we have 24 games. Is this me going to be like 1 and 4 in this game mode now? 1 and 3, 1 and 4? My Evos are nowhere near as good as the most meta Evos in the game, because I want to have fun and do Leicester cards. But now we go into a game mode where I'm now punished for not having the most meta Evos that you can have. Like, this guy's basically got a full Icon and Hero Evo team. My cards aren't as good as these. Which wouldn't be a problem if we could, like... If I could complete the objective, but it would just take longer, that's fine. But we are game limited. And yeah, we're 1 and 4. There's not really any reason for me to continue playing the rest of these games. Because I'm not going to win. Because I just can't compete. But... Ugh. Every time you see a game mode that has limited games, you just don't do it. I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. It isn't worth it. At all. Check Twitter. Fatawu is joining Everton. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Not entirely sure why a club would be willing to buy a player that basically didn't play in the Premier League and is still not come back from an ACL injury. But sure. I'm sure that's definitely true. Hooray! We got a goal! 2 out of 10 rage bait. Yeah, maybe a 1, to be honest. Choose a different player. Choose a more believable player. Go with Mavididi. Mavididi's had links to other teams today. That'd be more believable. And actually played and looked decent. Oh. Mendy. Oh look, it's another one of these opponents. Mendy, Henry. Is that Hudlin? Of course it is. Hasn't Fatahu said he's staying? Don't know. Wouldn't matter even. It doesn't matter. A player can say they're staying and then have a move the next day. A player can sign a new contract and then move the next day. You just shouldn't really believe anything that anyone in football really says. Like, player or manager. How many times have people like Pep said something that is just not true? Oh, that run. Just not exactly what we needed. Ganta, hello! How are you? I'm doing good. Not loving the game, but in general, I'm doing good. Oh! We had to accommodate for the delay. I pressed shoot and he didn't do it, but then I knew he was still going to try, so we had to turn it into a fake shot. Rashford wants Barcelona, but 2 Premier League clubs want him. That's good, isn't it? Leeds United agreed deal to sign Yaka Bijol from Udinese. Here we go. I don't know who that is. He's a centre-back whose best stats on this game is his jumping and strength. They just want a bit of solidity at the back, ideally, when coming up to the Prem. I mean, it would be really, really cool to see one of the promoted teams stay up. I'd be amazed. How come the stream's in portrait rather than landscape? You can watch it in either. We are streaming on Twitch in landscape, TikTok in portrait, and on YouTube, both. To try it out and see if we see any results from doing so. Today, there's less viewership on portrait than there is landscape. However, it has had significantly higher views. The average view duration is a lot less. So, I guess it's appearing in people's feeds, but then most people aren't really staying for very long. Whereas on landscape, maybe there aren't as many people finding the stream, but when they do, they're more likely to stay. Which, to be fair, is not surprising at all, because that's how most content works. If people are watching something, landscape, then they're more likely to be tuning in for longer, whereas portrait stuff is just scroll, scroll, scroll. Lucas, no, I actually bought them during lockdown. However, speaking of locks, I think the hair is going to go. Not all of it. But I feel like it would just have to get so much longer to be able to do different things with it. And at this current length, it's just annoying to have to either like wax it backwards or have a band in or whatever. It's just a bit of a pain. To constantly have it in the way. So it might be time to end the experiment. We'll see. Maybe before holiday. Favorite beer? I'd probably say Moretti. If I'm going to a bar that has every beer on tap, I think the ones that I would be most likely to go for are Moretti, Peroni, or Stara Pramen. Madri and Cruz Campo I like, but like I could easily have a night where that's all I'm drinking. But I just prefer the others. Oh, this is horrible again. I mean, yeah, it is very much Jack Grealish-esque. But see, Grealish has got to the point where now he's got to put it in like a tiny little bun at the back of his head. I don't want to be doing that. I don't think that would ever look good. My idea was to see where it would get to in terms of being able to be sort of like, yeah, styled in some way or like swept one direction. So over this next week, I think like each day I'm going to try styling it in a slightly different way. And if I find something that I like, I'll keep it. If not, we're going back to the self-trims. Get that fresh fade on the go ahead of holiday. See, again, this is what I mean. Like, having this Iheanacho up front, it's just not fun. He can't compete with these cards. What's going on? Beer in this weather would be beautiful. It would, assuming you have somewhere to like sit and maybe a bit of shade if need be. I can tell you from downloads on Friday, dear God, that was grim. Absolutely grim. I, of course, had to get a drink whilst I was there. That's the rules. But it got quick. It got warm. Quick. You were just boiling. Stood around. A beer garden where you've got like your umbrella or whatever over the table. Yeah. Hell yeah. Used to watch you like 10 years ago. Did you speak in chat when we were streaming? If so, what was your name? Let's see if I remember. If you were an avid chatter or commenter on videos or whatever, There's a good chance. Eric, GG. How long are you live for today? Absolutely no idea. To be honest with you, I'm not going to play all of these games in the cup today. I do have my champs to play. However, I did just see in the menus that I don't even have the points to qualify, so I need to play a bit of rivals. Ah! Oh, Bilal. No, the passes went to the wrong guy. Hup. Hey! Ricky P. Why didn't he do the dance? Probably won't, but you were Black Crystal. I don't actually remember that name. What kind of stuff were you watching? Was it FIFA stuff? Was it Black Ops 3? Streamed and uploaded a good chunk of that around that time. Ooh, because I despised FIFA 16. Anyone else here for the 1 or 10k sub setup video? Oh my goodness. I actually watched one of those like old videos recently, or like an old stream clip where we had the big brown chair. No! How did that not get to him? You say good game. I did say GG. I'm not entirely sure which opponent you are, but sure. Well, actually, it depends. It depends on what Evos you've got. If you had Hullet, Henry, or Hudlin, unfortunately, you cannot get a GG. Rules are rules. In uni, yeah, a lot of people would have. Oh, Jesus, Navas, man. The football you had, still got it. This one. Oh, you're watching on TikTok, you can't. That one right there. Of course, that's never going anywhere. I got that in 2014, I believe. Fatawu. That was not a trickster fake shot, but oh, what a terrible finish. Oh god, the delay. It's not a hard pass, is it? There we go, the keeper stood still, sure. Connor, hello, welcome to the stream. Oops. Hopefully you've had a good day. Crap. That'll do, pig. That will do. Ole! Ole! Oh, nearly. Mohammed, hello! How's it going? Hopefully very well. Oh, it's a win. Hooray. I play on Xbox. I have PS5, but I don't play this game on it. This is the first year, actually, in... How many? Like 5 or so? 6? That I haven't played on this game on both consoles. Should we open a couple of these? Why not? See if we can get really, really lucky and get some shapeshifters. Because the thing is, I could save my packs for like week 2. I just don't really care, if I'm truly honest. I'll then be going on holiday like halfway through Team 2. So I could open them on the Friday, but it's fine. We've got 10 days until holiday. Oh! It's gonna be so good! Go on some incredible roller coasters and rides. Watch some football whilst we're out there. It's going to be good. Just have a nice, chilled out, enjoyable time. Go and say hello to Mickey Mouse. See what he's saying. Oh, look at this pack weight, though. We're not yet in silly season. Like, some of the cards could considered to be, with just how stupid they are. But we're not into silly season, in my opinion, until you can open up a pack and get a special card in basically every single one that you open. That's when it becomes the mental part of the year. Footies, basically. Would you consider playing on PlayStation for 26 to watch viewers open packs? No. I find share plays incredibly boring. Like, I'm honoured that some people would like wait and save their packs to like let me open it up on stream in front of everybody and stuff like that. But like, if I'm honest, if you're a random viewer that has never been in my stream before that suddenly comes and says, hey, do you want to open up my pack? Sure, but I'm not going to care what they get in it. So, and nobody does. Even if they pretend to, they don't care what you get in your pack. If you're like a long-time viewer or something, then it's very different. You actually sort of have like a connection with that person and stuff like that. But yeah, no. It would also mean buying the game twice. I don't even really want to buy it once, let alone twice. Are we going to watch any Club World Cup games? As in when I'm out there? Or like in general? Throughout the tournament on TV and stuff like that? Irfan and Ash, hello! You give Josh from Sidemen vibes. I've been giving that vibe for apparently like 5+ years. I never really understand it, but apparently so. We both have a beard. That's about it. I mean, I guess I could answer both of those. When you're out there, we had the opportunity to get tickets to a Club World Cup game whilst we were out in Orlando. However, we decided against it because it would be... I think it would be like one of the first knockout games. And so there's a world where you're seeing two teams that you don't really care about with no like big star players or anything like that. And so for the cost of it, no, we didn't bother. We're going to an Orlando City game, but not a Club World Cup game. Asher, hello! When does the reveal of FC26 start? I would imagine mid-July we'll get the trailer. I have it noted in my calendar that I think the trailer will be released on the 16th of July based on when they have revealed stuff in the past. So that's my guess. I could be wrong. Oh look, an R9 Evo. How enjoyable. What a fun cup this is. Oh look, they have Hullet and Vieira. And Laurent Blanc. I'm assuming a lot of these are just... Oh, whereas I'm using Harvey Barnes, who can't hit the target from there, despite having finesse as a playstyle. This is why this cup is a terrible idea, to make it limited games. If you haven't been sat doing all the icons and meta players, you're at such a disadvantage. It's not fun. It's just crap. Hey ho. It is what it is. Come on, Bilal! Nope. Close though. So yeah, I think mid-July. There's a world where it's earlier than that. Just get lost, Hullet. Who thought that this cup was a good idea? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, look, Javinho as well. I imagine that the vast majority of the cards that people are using in this cup, they're not even EVOs. They're just cosmetics. Which, it's not an EVO. If you just change the card design on a player, it's not an EVO. It's not the point of them. I think that card costs like 7 mil. Before the Evo cost. And yet it's coming up against past and present teams of random clubs from around the world. And hull it in basically every team as well. This is miserable. Crap. EA, what have you done here, man? What have you done? As if the game is not dead enough as it is. Nice. Best chance of the game. Put it away. Oh, my fast has just teleported. That's good. Any chance of Leicester promotion next season? I mean, of course there's a chance. Any team could get promoted. In theory. But as it stands, we don't know who our manager's going to be. We don't know if we're getting a points deduction. We don't know if we're getting a transfer ban. We don't know what players are staying, who are leaving. We don't know anything about our club going into the next season. So, this is probably... this is insane. Dylan, what's wrong? This is probably the hardest it has ever been to predict a league table finish for our club. Oh, would you look at that? David De Gea has conceded once again because everything goes in. Against me, apparently. How is it not a foul? This Barnes is the most useless high-rated card I think I've ever used. The guy is absolutely dreadful. But yeah, Dylan, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you've had a good start to the week. Oh, there's another shot on goal that has gone straight past David De Gea. Ooh, this is great. I'm having a fantastic time here. How's the weekend? Hope you can at least somewhat be more happier during this champs, but it's champs, so you don't expect it. I'm not even playing champs. I'm playing the EVO Cup, where everyone's just got R9, Omri, Hullet. It's horrible. This will be worse than champs. Champs I'll get done either today, tomorrow. It'll be fine. Oh, that's really poor from me. I mean, he blatantly moved his keeper, and I still shot it that way. Dylan, you've not replied. How's it going, man? But I've had a great weekend. I went to download on Friday. That was amazing. Rise Against was sick. Jimmy Eat World was solid. Weezer were really good. And then Green Day were just phenomenal. And then... Oh, this Barnes card! How's he so bad? That was such an easy pass. It wasn't even a through ball. That was a pass to feet. And it went that far away from him. Dear God. Oh, El should stop the run. That one wasn't Barnes' fault. And then, yeah, watching the US Open, which was crazy. He's not going to get there. How has that tackle gone to the goalie? Oh. West Brom, Sheffield United, Cardiff and Bristol could be good next year. Plus the 3 relegated teams. I mean, the Championship is always ridiculously hard to predict. So it's going to be interesting to see who's actually going to be really pushing. I think the craziest thing about the competition is that the table at Christmas can be so different to the end of the season in the Championship. And that happens all the time. The amount of times that a team will be comfortably in the playoffs for the first half of the season and then just plummet for the second half of the year. Or the opposite. They're flirting with relegation and then all of a sudden they just go on this charge and they end up getting playoffs. It's crazy. So, yeah. This game is terrible. It's a green time finesse plus. What more can I do? I'm really looking forward to the season again. Is this going to go in because it's an icon? Oh, good block. Just got Kanate's 98. Apparently the best keeper on the game. Apparently so. Yeah. What an unnecessary save animation. We're going to have to play it back to you. I really don't want to, but I just didn't feel like I had any other choice there. Blow the whistle. Oh, okay. Okay. 1.5 extra time to go. The fact we've had, I think, 3 extra times is crazy. G-Pat. Thank you very much for gifting the sub. Enjoy it, Paul. Thank you for the generosity and support. You're an absolute legend. Any and all support like that always makes a big difference. So, I cannot... This game is going to make me lose my mind. You press a button and nothing happens! It's genuinely mental what we play here. What? What is this? Well done, luck, man. I cannot believe how bad Barnes is. Well, I know that EVO players that are like 94 rated aren't going to play the same as a 94 rated icon and stuff like that, but I'm genuinely shocked at the fact that pretty much everything that he does seems to be dreadful. You've got a chance here to play it through to Farce. No, he's not found him. Of course he's not. Of course he's not. I know you'll hate me for saying this, but to be fair, you want Silver Stars to return. At least we won't have to see these same players. Yes, but you will! How does no one understand? It doesn't matter what the mode is, what the meta is. There will always be the best players. If Silver Stars return tomorrow, there would be like 3 players that everybody has in their team. Because that's how the game works. Silver Stars coming back would just be exactly the same in terms of having... Of course. We're going to lose this, aren't we? Somehow. But they'll just play even worse. Because bad players on these modern games play... Oh, come on, man! Play so much worse than on old ones. How frustrating. S, thank you very much for the GGs! I cannot believe you've saved 3! Ah, dear God, man. What a waste of time! What an absolute waste of time. Oh, this is unbearably painful. I mean, how many have we won? We've played, what, 8 games now? We've won 3. I told you. We'll probably go like 10 and 14. I need to go 13 and 3. It isn't happening. This is why this mode is absolute stupidity. Let's look at this Harvey Barnes card, by the way. Double 5-star. His pace is great. His shooting is solid. His dribbling is pretty damn good. His passing isn't even terrible. He put a finesse wide despite having finesse as a playstyle. We've tried technical dribble with him and he feels like a bronze. He doesn't have any passing playstyles, to be fair to him. So some of the things where maybe we're like trying to absolutely ping in a pass or do a first time pass, he's simply not going to be able to do it because he doesn't have tiki-taka or pin pass or incisive. Whereas if he had incisive pass plus, we'd probably win the game in the last second because he would have got that through ball into the box. But instead, because everything is about playstyles on this game, he couldn't do it. So, God, he's terrible. Fortunately, you don't see Wrexham challenging for the playoffs unless they find some serious money to spend. I think they might have found their level for now. Probably. Just got back from download? Nice! What was your favourite part? And wow, doesn't this say a lot? Look at the viewership at 6 o'clock. Dear God. Why does it say? Why does it say that we're playing Ultimate Team and not FC 25? Who knows? I don't know. Right. It's 6 o'clock. Sleep Token were good. See, I tuned in to a couple of people streaming Sleep Token, and I just don't think they're for me. They just seem very odd and different. Which isn't a bad thing. Just means that, yeah, they're not for everyone. Right, we got any new EVOs? Ideally not paid. Favourite streamer, not gonna lie, I like you for being grateful for every dono and subs, so that's why you stick with me. Callum, I appreciate it. We'll keep streaming. We'll keep going. And thank you for using your Prime on me. I very much appreciate it. Let's have a look what we've got here. Anything new? No. SBCs. I haven't actually seen everything that's come out every day, so if you see something new, shout. Someone mentioned this card, that he's actually apparently very, very good. Maybe there's a world where we do him. You're not new. I need to do this and see if I get anything sick. So who is new? That's a very nice kit. These? Lobotka at left back, 4-star, 5-star. Can also play centre back or left mid. 5'7" centre back. I'm not sure about that one. For a left back, looks really good. Although he doesn't have Bruiser Plus, which is the thing that basically makes a fullback go from great to elite. So people are not going to use him. We've also got an 83 plus 1 of 3 pick. And we need 7 golds with 4 of them being rare. Okay. Seems okay. 1 year when it comes to downloads, I will just like commit and get like an early bird camping ticket and just go for the full weekend without knowing who's going to be there. But maybe not for a couple of years. But I've had a day ticket this year and last year and had a fantastic time. So maybe I do that again next year. Depends who the headlines are and everything else like that. Right, 1 of 3 83 plus then. Any good? No. Terrible. Just bought your one now. Fair play. Let's quickly see if I'm missing anything else new on Twitter. Our assistant manager is now gone to Cardiff to be their manager. Pokemon Go has revealed the full details behind the new mechanic coming to the game, Hyper Training. Oh my god, you can go all the way to 15 from nothing. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, I thought it was gonna... Okay. That's incredible. Right, what else? What else have we got? Shapeshifters, Lobotka, and 83 plus picks. That's it. Cool. It's good, isn't it? Can I even be bothered to do any more? Like, this is genuinely just horrible. You think all EVOs from now to FC26 should be free? I think they might do that. There's more chance of that happening during FUTTIES. You have to realise, right? There's 3 months of this game left. before the next one. Just over 3 months. FC 26 Ultimate Edition comes out on September 19th. So, what is that? 62, 92, 95 days left until FC 26 is out. You can't be basically saying that your game is completely done and dusted with over 3 months left to go. I think maybe during FUTTIES. However, we've seen with the way that they've changed FUTTIES over the last couple of years that maybe not even that. Ever since they started putting them in the packs and stuff like that. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just so hard to be excited about anything on the game. It really is. And it sucks that that is like where we're at this stage. 11 times 88 players pack. Should we just spend some of our coins on this stuff just because we can? Includes heroes and icons. 20 times 86 plus a guaranteed. Best part about the game cycle is endgame and the menu grind for the 85 times 10. Backing the best players on the game, completing my SBCs, not having to play it. I have said there is a world where I actually bring back the collection book for the end of the game, but make it the exact opposite of what I was doing previously, where I would have to play with each of the cards. And we just do make it a menu grind, where you try and collect them via the packs, and you just keep going until you've ticked all of them off. Maybe that would actually be interesting, because we could at least just have something that we are constantly working towards that doesn't require playing in the awful delay and everything like that. Maybe. Should you buy the Switch 2 with Mario Kart World? Hell yeah! I'll be streaming some more Switch 2 stuff soon. I just got my case today, which is solid, ready for holiday. Also got myself one of these, which, if you know, you know. Pow! A little range finder. And we also got some practice balls and stuff. So that's solid. It's been a good day. Be harder this year without the exchange SBCs to keep replenishing the golds. Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe they bring them back. Best part of the game, normally the first month or so. This year was pretty miserable, even at the beginning. I think my biggest problem with the start of the year was the minute that Champs got introduced into the game, that's when the button delay started. So that's when the game died for me, was when it was supposed to get exciting. Champs is here, we can get some big rewards, bump up the road to glory. Oh no, wait, the delays come, the game's dead. So that was great. But yeah, I have been enjoying Mario Kart World. I've been enjoying the Switch 2. Played a bit of Mario Odyssey the other night on it. It's been really good. Played some Pokemon. I just finished Spyro 2 on here though, to tick off on my games list. Agreed. Do you wear glasses? I do, but only for I wear them for long distance. Well, I say long distance. If I needed to read something at the other end of the room, then I'd need them. But for anything that's within like 6 feet, I'm perfectly fine. So for streaming, it's fine. What motivates you to wear glasses? The ability to see? Pretty good motivation, I would say. Not really sure what more you would need. Right, let's open this up. Why not? nothing else that we care about. Yeet! So, is that a hero or icon? That's a Serbi. Swanson. Maybe I just got the colours wrong. I thought that one across the top was hero or icon. Apparently not. A Serbi is a dupe. We also get home guards. I mean, Swanson... If Swanson had Bruiser Plus, she'd probably be actually looked at as an absolute monster. But because she doesn't, she won't be. I would love to have laser eye surgery at some point. Would you class FIFA points as gambling? What about the lenses inspires you to wear the glasses? I have no idea what you're asking. As I say, the reason I wear my glasses is so that I can see rather than being blind. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But yeah, would you class FIFA points as gambling? Technically, no. But in a way, yes. Like, in reality, you open up that pack, right? It's a gamble as to whether you get something amazing from it. But you know that there's a chance that you aren't going to get anything of note going into it. It's not as if it's a complete and utter unknown. So... I don't know. I'd probably say no. Because you have an idea of what you're going to get. Before you open a pack. As long as you're not an absolute moron that like just doesn't read pack descriptions and stuff like that. Like, but then that's a user problem. Nothing to do with the game or whatever. Like, the vast majority of people that open up a pack know what they're most likely going to get. Or, like, what level of stuff they're going to get from that pack. But they'll open it for the odd chance that they get something a bit better. Right? So... you are taking the gamble, but you know that going into it. So, as much as EA are dreadful in many, many ways, you know what you're opening with a pack. And as I say, unless you're a bit stupid, then you'll know the best case scenario and the worst case scenario before you open the pack. It's not a complete and utter unknown. Ornstein tweet on new Chelsea winger option. Yeah, I don't really know enough about them to be able to comment on it. Oh my god, the Hegerbergs. Christ. Because they need more wingers. That's Chelsea's problem, yeah. That's the one that they need to sort. I know. As I say, I read the tweet, but I just can't comment on it because I just don't know. I don't know enough about it to have a proper opinion. Which, unfortunately, normally is not really the way that people look at things in the world. They really should. They really should. Ah! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum. Oops. Club World Cup is the biggest pre-season tournament. Yep. It's ridiculous. We only have 3 wingers. I mean, that's not true. You got Neto, Palmer. A lot of people would class as right wing / cam. If you're not going to count him, then fine. You've also got Madueke. You've got George, Mudryk. You got Esteval coming in this summer. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you're counting Palmer, 5 if you're not. And then you've got other players that can also play out there, even if it's not their primary position. Like a João Felix could easily play as an inside forward off the left or something. Jackson's played out there before. So, it's not really true, is it? You definitely don't have 3. Let's do a bit of that. I imagine this is going to be shocking. I've seen quite a range of these picks, and pretty much everyone's just hoping for the big Brazilians. I think they're on the transfer window. It's crazy that like Man United can still get some of the players. Like they just shouldn't be able to. If United actually end up with like Umbuemo and Cunha, it's just a bit silly. But it is what it is, right? I don't know if I can be bothered to play any more matches, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Because I also need to try and set up some recording sessions this week with James, maybe Curbs, maybe Tom. So that will mean playing the game, sadly. I do also need to do my champs and finish the cup, but I don't really want to do it right now because it's just not enjoyable. So instead we'll open up this pick and we'll see if we get anyone good. Yeah? So, the 1 of 10 historical player pick. You've got huge possibilities here for icons and heroes. The question is, will we get anyone of any note? You're looking for your R9s, your Pelés, your Ronaldinhos. Let's go through one by one. We start things off with Roy Keane, Next up, any better? No, we go down in rating to Rui Costa. Do we go back up? We do, to a Winter Wildcards Carlos Puyol. Incredible. Next, wow, the worst version of Zambrotta that came out months ago. Oh, that's a bit better. Lizarazu is a 92 rated. There's a world where he would fit into an EVO and become a 94, 95 beast. The final player on the right-hand side, Ashley Cole. We've already got that one. Next up, we get a dreadful Nedved. Then in the middle, 92 Baresi. Penultimate player. An already owned terrible Mostovoy. And the final pick. Was this worth putting in all of those high-rated players? Absolutely not. So we take what? Baresi or Lizarazu? Maybe this, because he has 2 playstyle pluses. Incredible. I read YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch chat. Yeah. All of them. So, dreadful once again. Just like the pack, just like the gameplay, the menus, the store, the gameplay, all of it is just dreadful. So, don't really fancy doing any more, if we're perfectly honest. Is the problem, really. We've got all of these games that I could play instead that are actually enjoyable, rather than that one. So I think I'm going to go and get some food and play some Spyro, to be honest. What's the Twitch viewer count? Probably 1. Ooh, 4! On YouTube, across the 2 streams, vertical and horizontal, we've got 25. On TikTok, no one knows, because it doesn't tell you. But probably not many. YouTube is basically always the most viewed. TikTok sometimes can be, if you're doing particular things and all of a sudden it just seems to pop off and get put into a lot of FYPs, then it can blow up. But yeah, YouTube is basically always top. I don't understand how I'm pre-downloading something that's been out for over a decade here. Like, what am I missing here? Maybe there's like some new update or something like that that's pre-downloading, but I have absolutely no idea. I did play a bit of this over the weekend. I believe there's another round of the beta out next week. Oh, if you're watching on Vertical, it's Gears. Gears of War Reloaded Beta! But yeah, I believe this is now closed for this week. Let's have a little look what it says. I appreciate it. We will try and keep on grinding, especially with the footy content. Go and follow the football TikTok account and the YouTube channel, please. The sooner we get the football TikTok account monetized, the better. That would be phenomenal. Oh yeah, there you go. So it will come back up next weekend. So I think we're going to go and do some Spyro. So, thank you very much for being a part of another incredible stream of this incredible game. Hopefully you've had an amazing time. The football account on TikTok, it is... on YouTube, it's this. On TikTok, it is this. We're currently at 5.2k followers on TikTok. You need 10k to get monetized. So every single person helps and counts and gets us closer to that. Because the stupid monetization rules are you need 100,000 views in the last 30 days. But you also need 10,000 followers. we hit 100,000 views in the last 30 days comfortably every single month on the account. But growing the followers is the significantly harder part. So anyone you know, if you have any second accounts, go and follow it, please, because that would be a game changer revenue-wise. I would really, really like to get that done as soon as possible. So enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. I'll see you again very, very soon, potentially playing something else, unless I hop on tomorrow and do like some champs or something on stream. We'll see. Okay, but enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.